And what is pleasing with AFASA, one of the emerging wonderful organizations representing a collective of people like yourselves, is that we've seen AFASA grow, and in many ways it has been a shining light in terms of addressing the challenges that are faced by many of you who are here, challenges that need solutions, challenges that are deeply embedded in our history as a country and as a people. And we are here tonight at this gala dinner to recognize and celebrate the great contribution that is being made by AFASA, and particularly as it leads the transformation process. The work that AFASA is doing is quite admirable. Through its lobbying and advocacy work, AFASA is seeking to reshape agriculture, bridging the divide between policy and reality, between legislation and the lived experience of all of you who are in the farming sector. And it is this focus that we at government level would like to shine a light on when it comes to agriculture. And in a number of sectors, government has seen the need to intervene, and to intervene in quite big ways. And recently we started the program of developing black industrialists. And we targeted to have 100 black industrialists that we would support. And indeed, that program is working extremely well. In agriculture, we are still on our back foot, and it is this sector that I would like us to focus on as a government and give maximum support to particularly our emerging farmers so that they can get into their real role and produce food for the nation. This is your moment. Grab this moment and work with government. You are an essential part to the economic life of the country, but also to the life of our people in the rural areas. You give us confidence that our villages and our small towns can be sustainable economic centers of our economy, and you need to come up with ideas of how we can drive the agricultural industrialization process in our small towns, in our villages. At the same time, AFASA is challenging some of the preconceptions about black farmers and changing attitudes throughout society. The usual narrative out there is that black people are just, subsistent farmers. That's the usual narrative. Black people want their land back so that they can utilize it and farm on it. You are redefining what is meant in South Africa by the word farmer. And yet the ability of black farmers to work the land successfully is still constrained by accumulated disadvantages of centuries of dispossession and deprivation. The difficulties, the constraints, and the challenges that you all face when it comes to being real successful actors in the sector that you're working in. This is in addition to the challenges that you face when the forces of nature and the forces of the market conspire to cut production to undermine your profitability. This is the reality that we need to confront, and this is the reality that we need to overcome together. And I know that part of your reality is the bureaucracy that you encounter in government. And I want us in government to remove all the obstacles that farmers have so that they can focus on their calling, which is producing food for the nation. We really have no business to stop our farming compatriots by just merely pushing paper slowly from one desk to another when somebody has applied for a water license which will lead to the employment of many more people. That must now stop. And this is part of the process that I would like to see stop. And it is the broad issue that we're talking about, making sure that the regulatory framework in our economy is well attuned to enabling business people to function properly. And I would like to see farmers, the shackles that have been put on their legs, on their hands, being unchained. Unchain and free our farmers so that they can produce food for the nation.